guys can't wait to get this one started. The Aggies have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Owens. And the Aggies get it past the sticks. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Owens. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Now on 2nd down after the short completion. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun, give on the inside.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Trying to run, it's Owens. Smashes through. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. They're facing a 3rd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick. got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with it.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Texas A&M 3, Virginia Tech 0.
Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Escapes trouble. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody opened it. It away.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Campbell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds space on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. The RPO, it's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Campbell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Reed. He'll take the deep shot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Using his legs, it's Singleton. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Reed. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Receivers always have to be so careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So give that receiver credit. Nice job on the route to bring the ball in well on a tight.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100 and one away to start the season. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Dances away from the heat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Direct snap. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter.
We're all tied up.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good right down the boulevard. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 28 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly.
Oh, picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
First down for this offense. To throw, it's Drones. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This A&M defense is showing up with an attitude and ready to saw everybody's horns off.
And I think it starts with those big bullies up front. And Texas high school football, you can find those guys, and they come to A&M, and you've seen them year after year after year. Big physical guys. Doesn't matter who's coaching the defense. They find those body types up front.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep driving.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throwing right. He's got it. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Keeps the play. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Pressure coming. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Trying to get to him. Buys a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play